I just be coming up with stuff. Oh man. So listen, I'm only doing this video for one of my clients. I like one of my clients I'm really close with. He's in California. He was like, "What was that you was wearing on the last live you did?" This is a hair scarf. That's all it is. It's just a long, it's just a long fabric. And so, other people asked about it too. And so I was like, okay, if you want to use a hair scarf, you get them from the beauty supply store, and all it is just a long fabric. That's all it is. And you pretty much, put it on your head and you put half in this side, half in that side, and you bring it together and tie a knot at the back. It's easy and simple. When I wear, a hair scarf, it's 9 times out of 10, I'm doing a ritual for Ori. Who is Ori? Ori is you. Ori is your soul. It's the soul that's inside of you. And so there's certain rituals that you should be doing for Ori, and there are certain offerings that you should be doing for Ori. And so typically when you see me wearing white on top of my head, whether it's a turban, whether it's a hair scarf, it's always because I'm doing something for Ori. When people are doing witchcraft against you heavily, you really want to get Ori together. You need to give Ori offerings. You need to do cleansings for Ori, and Ori is the head. And so, of course, I don't want to be walking around with herbs and stuff falling from my head. And so since I got herbs and stuff up here, I want something that's going to keep it still, and so that's when I wear a hair scarf. When I'm doing my next reading, probably tomorrow. It might be tonight if I got time tonight. But remember, guys, check out my stand store. I guess I can put the description in here too, but check out my stand store because I'm getting that community together. It's going to be a spiritual community. It's $50 a month. It is going to be a subscription, but it's going to be a lot of things. I'm gonna start doing weekly card readings in the community. I'm going to probably do daily pullings, maybe like every Wednesday, every Friday. I'm thinking about doing like the next 24 or 48-hour readings in the community. Is going to be different from YouTube. YouTube is going to be, the basic thing that it's always been. But the community, I'm trying to add more information, more knowledge, more wisdom on there. I'm even going to do live readings that's only going to be available for people in the community. So just make sure you check it out on the Stand Store. And it's, teaching more about the Orishas, teaching more about Igun, teaching you different rituals and stuff that you can start doing. And the main thing is just really to kind of separate the two, that, for now on, when I really want to give like a teaching, and I don't want any distractions of, all of the unbelievers and stuff like that, I'm going to do it on the Stand Store. That, the only people that will have access to it is people within that community. Because the one thing that I know, if you're paying $50 a month, you're not paying $50 a month to be coming up with some bullshit. So, that's the thing. That's what's going to separate YouTube from the Stand Store is, whenever I feel like dealing with the naysayers and stuff like that, I'll probably stick with YouTube. But whenever I just want to talk to the collective and the collective only, that I only want to talk to family and I don't want any distractions, it's always going to be on the Stand Store. And so, make sure you check that community out. So when you get the, I don't want to take this off to show you because there's a ritual going on up here. Oh, I got no. Whenever somebody want a babalao, I always introduce them to my babalao because I'm not a babalao. I'm an Orisha priest, crowned Oya, and I have received, Ilegwa, Eshu, Ogun, Ochosi, Osun, Oya, of course, because Oya is my head Orisha, Chengo, because Chengo is my daddy, Obatala, and yeah, that's it. And so in March, which I'm so excited about, hey, Hey, y'all know that's something to be excited about. My trip that's coming up in March. In March, I will be my phone getting ready to die. Let me try to save this thing so I can at least say my good news first. And so no, in March, what I'm excited about is so in March, I'll be going back to Ecuador. I'll be going back to Ecuador for more ceremonies. So in March, I will be receiving Oduduwa. I will be receiving Oko. And I will be receiving Olakun. Yeah. God of the sea. In Noah days when they said that I don't know why I said I gotta go this way. Why? Why phone? And in Noah days when they said that the earth was flooded, that's the energy of Olakun. So I'm glad and so I'm glad that I'll be receiving those orishas. So and then later in the year I'll be receiving Babaluau and Ageyu. I'll be receiving those two as well. These ceremonies are expensive. Yeah, these ceremonies are so expensive. But the one thing that I will say, ever since I've been on this path, working with the orishas, even though these ceremonies are expensive, they always pay off. They always, I don't know why this thing is keep saying that. They always pay off. I love it. So, somebody said something about purpose in life. Oh, what do I know my purpose in life? Of course I know my purpose in life. That's the one thing about Ifa. You don't even have to guess what your purpose in life is. When you get initiated, not only do you learn who your head Orisha is and who the opposite energy is, but you also learn your purpose in life. But when you learn about your path, you're not supposed to tell anybody what your path is. Your path will tell you everything you need to know because your path is basically telling you that you are the reincarnation of this Orisha. And just because, like with me, just because I'm crowned Oya, it doesn't mean that my path is Oya because my path is not Oya. Every Orisha has so many paths, and depending on what that path is, you are the reincarnation of that Orisha. And so, that is your purpose in life. And when you learn about your path, it tells you a lot of things where you should be, where you shouldn't be, on the whole 9 yards. It really do give you a lot of, good information that, that you can take with you. Let me, oh yeah, I just wanted to check on my other phone to see if this was still. Okay, yeah, it's good because it's just showing something else on this screen. But so I just wanted to give my boy just to let him know what it is. All it is a hair scarf. It's just a long piece of fabric. You take it, you put it on your head, making sure it's even on both sides, and it's just like with a do-rag. You take it from the back, and then you tie it up, and then boom, you got the two excess parts that's gonna fall on the side. That's one way you can wear it. The other way you can wear it is by turning it into a turban. Is that you take the remaining sides, and all you're doing is just, boom. And now you have a turban, so you can wear it as a turban as well. And then the third way that I wear it as a turban is, by taking the sides and making the sides a little bit smaller. So just keep twisting them. because these are basically the three ways that I wear them. It's multiple ways that you can use the hair scarf. And so, boom, another turban. So, multiple ways you can wear it. You can wear it this style as a turban. If you don't want to do the roll up like that, you can just, get it back, flat and do it the first way I did it, and do the turban this way. Boom. And then if you don't want to do it like that, you can always just kind of do it like a do-rag and just let the sides hang down. So either or, all three ways, you can let it hang like a do-rag. You can do the first turban, you can twist it up and do the third turban. Either or. I love a hair scarf because whenever I'm doing any type of ritual for Ori, which is the head, and you need these herbs and everything to stay still, then I always use my hair scarf. So multiple ways you can do it. But all right, y'all, make sure you go to my stand store and check out my community. It's going to be some good information. It's going to be some good information that's going to be on that community. It's going to be more readings, more extended readings. It's going to be the cards for the week, the cards for the day. It's going to be teaching about the Orishas, teaching about the ancestors. Each month, I'm just going to add more and more stuff on there so that we can get the knowledge and everything that we need in order to excel. All right, y'all, let's go ahead and do this thing. Now you know how to do the hair scarf and you know where to get it from. This is a hair scarf. You'll get it from the beauty supply store. And it's really good when you're doing rituals for Ori. Or if somebody is doing witchcraft against you, the best thing you can do is wear all white at night. You can wear a white headscarf, a white t-shirt that you'll be comfortable in, a white pair of pants or a white robe, and then white socks. White is really good when you feel that somebody is doing witchcraft against you. There's a lot of things, and these are things that we're gonna go over, in the community. Just simple things that you can do when you feel that somebody is doing witchcraft. People say all the time, well, oh, I can't afford the rituals, I can't afford the ceremony. There's little band-aids that you can do as well, just like, changing your color up, where it's like, making sure that you wear white, instead of any other color. And then there's other simple things that you can do as well that you can just get from your kitchen. And, all of these things we're going to start going over on the community. I really want to just do it on a platform that I know people are only there because of spirituality. Some things I don't like to go over on YouTube is because it's a mixture of the believers and the unbelievers. And so a lot of things I'm going to start pushing more towards the stand store because, that's going to be, our spiritual community that we can start, talking about things that we can start doing. It's a lot of things you can do with somebody that's taking energy, and so, and that is the thing that's what the community is going to be for, because people are supposed to have the opportunity to be able to comment and stuff like that on the community. I don't like answering questions like that on YouTube too much, because you got to understand the person that's doing it can be watching too. And so, a ritual is as good as, a ritual is only as good as how well of a secret, I guess I can say it is. The moment that somebody know exactly how you got out of it, the moment that somebody knows exactly the certain elements and everything like that that you use, they can use that against you. And so it's like you're never supposed to tell the right hand, what the left hand has done, and vice versa. Some things you have to keep private, and it's like if it's something on a big platform, like if somebody is teaching, multiple people how to break this curse by doing this and that, if the person that's doing the witchcraft know that this is the person you're listening to, and they know that these are the steps that you're going to take, they can do a lot of things to prevent it now, because they know the exact steps that you're taking in order to remove that witchcraft. And that's why, majority of the time when I give you guys information on different rituals and stuff that you can do, the moment I put it out there, I don't use that ritual anymore. I don't, because I don't want any of my enemies thinking like, oh, so this is how he cleansed. No, that's the advice I gave them. I'm doing something completely different. Most likely I'm going to end up doing an Ifa ritual now, because those are things that can't be shared. They have to stay secret. So it really all depends. You don't want to let your enemies know the methods that you're using in order to cleanse yourself from magic. But all right, y'all. I'm out. I just wanted to show my boy how to use a hair scarf, and they really come in handy. Man, they come in handy, especially when you're doing rituals. So, all right, y'all. Let me do my dance and head out. Looking fresh. My beard need to be done though. I rushed out the house this morning. I didn't have time to do my beard this morning. But make sure you guys go over to my stand store, and let's start building this community. It's going to be a spiritual community on my stand store. It is going to be a subscription that is going to be $50 a month, but that the community is going to give you a lot of information that you can start using.